Ah, yes. And we are live. First live of the new year, 2019. It is here. It is our year. These credit bureaus are trying to play games. They're trying to play games. But they're not going to play no games without these people, these individuals, these bureaus trying to take everything from us, our credit scores, this money. They're trying to take our funds. They're trying to take our opportunities for business, that's right. That's right. For your life, for your children, for your families. I'm telling you, the way that I changed my credit, it changed my life. It changed my family's life. I'm helping you change your life. Let's go. Vape in Hollywood is in. Vic is in. I get your emails. Okay. I've got your emails. We can get this credit score up. Vaping. I love it. You're here every week. Get it tight, Jerome. Get it tight. Vaping says. All right. I'm gonna put this mic down. Here we go. All right. Now, 2018, phenomenal year. You've seen the videos. You've been part of the subscribe tribe. You've seen people getting the testimonials in. They've done their own video testimonials in. People writing in. All right. People here on the live stream getting their credit squared away. 2018, people were able to get their cars, their homes, their businesses. You can do this for yourself in 2019, or we can do it for you in 2019. This is our year. All right. Now, let me read this to you. Just get you a little pumped up. Okay. I want to get everybody motivated for the new year. And I know you got that good motivation. Now is the time. If you're watching the replay, now is the time. Okay? Now is the time. 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. All right? So here's a great comment that I got. The motivation that this guy has is awesome. Brandon, I want to personally thank you for being the great man that you are, spreading the necessary knowledge to everybody. I've been working hard on my credit by paying down credit cards and getting the utilization better. I've applied for additional trade lines. I'm working on disputing 2 negative accounts and sent out goodwill letters to the creditors. And I've also sent out my letter to SageStream for the freeze to prepare to work even more on my hard inquiries. So far, my score has gone up 40 points in 30 days. Your packages are great and very easy to do. Very easy to do with the following videos and guides, which you can get in the Beyond Committed package. Get you the whole videos, the series, the course, and walks you through the whole process, okay? The thing that is even better is your awesome customer service. I've sent out several emails, and there's no hesitation to get back with me and answer all the questions in full detail. Your knowledge is spreading all over YouTube, and it's very powerful. I think you're the secret weapon to perfect credit and my goal to get there in 2019. I'm proud to be part of the subscribe tribe. Thanks for all you do, Brandon. Happy New Year, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Daryl. I appreciate you writing in. I appreciate you all coming in. After the new year, this is our time. This is the opportunity we have to get things squared away. And I know you have questions. And Mel needs my email. Let me put my email up for you. Make sure that you guys all have my email, because a lot of times we have questions. You have answers. I have answers, right? You have questions. I have answers. And sometimes we don't get to all of them, right? There's so many questions. There's a lot of stuff. So I want to make sure that you get your questions answered. You get my email right there, right now. Everybody's going to get it. Oh, well, let's see here. I'll make sure that. There we go. I hope my typing is not too loud. Right. All right. This is a great question. Kinetra Fute? I don't know. Bankruptcy was deleted. Got a bankruptcy deleted. Deleted came off. Bankruptcy gone. Now, credit score temporarily came down. Why? What's going on? Why? With 3 whys. What's going on? Okay. Calm down. Take it easy. It's not necessarily a linear process. Sometimes things will come off. They'll come down a little bit, and then they go back up. Okay. The algorithm gets funny. It gets shaky. I'm telling you right now. I'm on the other end, right? I'm teaching people. I'm training people. You're learning about it. I have used my credit. My credit score goes up. When I use my credit and have a line of credit utilized, I increased my credit utilization. I'll tell you what, just buying groceries, buying whatever I need, gas, whatever, right? Whatever it is for you, basically. A few $100 on my credit cards, it gets reported, my credit score goes up. Does that make sense? That makes no sense, right? Except for they're seeing that I'm using the credit and I'm doing it responsibly. And then I pay it all off and my credit score comes down. It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. But there is these algorithms that they have, these computer algorithms that we obviously are not privy to. They don't want to let us know how it works, okay? But what could have happened is you could have jumped into a new scorecard. So you might have a little temporary, okay? The idea here is now you don't have a bankruptcy on your credit report. So with everybody else, you've jumped up into a new bracket, a new scorecard, right, if you will. And now everybody in that scorecard doesn't have bankruptcy, okay? And so now against those peers in your scorecard, you don't look quite as favorable is because perhaps you still have accounts that are included in bankruptcy, or maybe you have another collection or something going on else outside of that, or you don't have as much history as the people who don't have the bankruptcies. All right. So you want to get that, maybe you want to get that AU trade line and get you that boost for a temporary period of time while you can go out and get your primary, your unsecured Amexes and Visas and all that good stuff, the MasterCards. Maybe you want to do the self-lender. Maybe you want to do the secure card. Maybe you just want to wait a month or two and let it mellow out and let your score come back up. It's all options to you, but your bankruptcy has been deleted. One of the most nasty, negative, disgusting things, get tight, Jerome, the most disgusting things that could be on your report was deleted. So congratulations. You've got this negative, nasty, unverified bankruptcy off. And you can do the same. I'm telling you, 2019, you can get these negative items off. You have the potential to do this for yourself. 609creditrepair.com. Get that Beyond Committed package, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. And let me switch this over to live chat. Sometimes, like I said, it shows the top chat. I want to make sure I get everybody's comments and questions and everything answered. That's why you hit the subscribe button and that bell for notifications. So when I go live, you get these questions answered. All right. Chapo, might need you soon, brother. Subscribe, tribe, vibe. Oh, I like that. Go easy on Jerome, B. Jerome, you lucky, brother. You lucky Sandy's got your back. All right. So might need, yes, finally made it live. I'm so happy. Hello, Brandon. Blessings, brother Brandon. Jerome and Brandon. All right. Couple of letters. Okay. Keith, should I be discouraged if I didn't get now? Removals. Do not get discouraged. This is what they want, okay? It might take a round or two or three. I'm going to tell you something. I think I've told this story before, but I had a gentleman a couple of years ago. He had been working with another firm, came to us. He had gotten some negative items off. We had to go through a few rounds. I was worried too in the beginning. I was like, let's see what we can do. We're going to ice these guys up, right? Freeze them out, okay? So we did all sorts of things. We looked at the violations that could potentially be there. We sent out the fourth round. We got deletions finally, right? Finally got some good stuff. Some people are getting stuff 40 points in 30 days. Some people getting those bankruptcy off, right? Like Kenitra Foot, get the bankruptcy off, but you have to do a little something else, right? Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own path. I had my own path. I'm very fortunate. I was, I know it sounds silly. I know it sounds weird to say this, but I was fortunate to actually go through the process of having a collector try and sue me, okay? And then you're like, why would that be good? Because that sparked all this. Then I got the lawyer. Then I learned from this individual. Then I learned how to do this stuff. And now I'm able to take care of myself. So if you're going through the process and you're like, man, I'm getting discouraged, or, I got this bankruptcy off, what do I do next? This is all part of that learning process. We never stop learning. That's why we have all these individuals here doing this on their, coming back from the new year. This is the hardcore right here. These are the people that really want to get after it in 2019. All right. So give yourselves a thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, please give this video a thumbs up. All right. Frank Morales. I'm going to need your help. Absolutely. Look, you guys got my email. Make sure you got it. Okay. I'll make sure that you get it. I want you to leave here without feeling like you can get a hold of me personally. All right. Let's see. Subscribe tribe. Carlos. I love it. Carlos Garrido. Carlos. My score has gone up 140 points. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. 140 points. That makes the difference. I got off the phone with a gentleman the other day. He's trying to get his business squared away, and his credit wasn't strong enough for funding yet. 140 points would put him in that position for funding, to change his life, to have his own business, take care of his children. Carlos, you might be in that same position. Yeah, Carlos went from 583 to 713. A gentleman like Carlos has that opportunity for cashback cards, travel cards, business funding, 50K, 100K. Start the business. I'm very excited for the individuals who are here. I'm very excited you took this opportunity. Brian, this is a good question. On the scores on Experian.com, real FICO scores, okay? So Experian says they give you the FICO. I believe that their monitoring will say FICO or something like this. Sometimes they'll say it's FICO. But sometimes what I've seen clients email, or customers will email, say, hey, I have the Experian app. But my FICO actually looks different. I'm the guy that says, hey, if you're going to my FICO, for your FICO, that's the real FICO, right? There can't be any imposters. There couldn't be any doubt, right? So you're messaging Brian, hey, are the scores on Experian.com real? If Experian can't tell you they're real, and FICO can't tell you they're real on Experian, and you're asking me, then there's doubt. My FICO is the FICO's from FICO, official from FICO, it's FICO, right? And I think Experian charges the same amount or more. I don't even know. I don't get into all the what Experian's doing. These bureaus try to trap us up. You pay them Experian money. You know darn well you ain't be supposed to spend these bureaus no money. But I would say maybe look into the My FICO and see what you get. Okay. I need to join. Yes, join. 2019 people are joining up. I'm telling you, people are getting the resolutions. I can tell people want to get their credit straight in 2019. They're motivated. They're resolute. They have those resolutions. Okay. And now you got your boy here. Okay. Who is obsessed. Motivation is one thing. Obsession is another thing. I go to bed early. I get up early to do these lives on the weekend because these bureaus trying to chop us up, but I ain't having it. We're not having this for you in this year. This is our year, 2019. Yo, big moves. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Happy Saturday. All right, about to send that, Keith, again, about to send this third round out. You've gone through a couple of rounds. You want to make sure that you send your validation letters to collectors if they're playing games, right? Circumvent these bureaus. This is what we have, this Beyond Committed package with all the collection validation letters in there, okay? And yeah, it might take a couple of rounds. You're going to get there. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over and over again for individuals who have been in this similar situation, and they're like, hey, what's going on? Because they push back. They want to push back. Don't get scared. It's all part of the process. And I've been there too. Like I said, I use my credit cards. I'm like, what's going on? My score? What are you doing with my score? It's okay. Robert, oh my God, I finally made it live. Good to see you, Robert. Yes, Shanetta Diaz. I need help with credit report. Disputing negative account, maybe account or accounts. It's abbreviated. And what do I do about old judgments? Multiple judgments. Can you help? Okay. So let's talk about the judgment. You've got the credit. You've got the judgment. It's own thing. It's credit repair. Okay. Now you potentially have a judgment in a courthouse, in the courts, in the system, in a court order. Something happened, right? Maybe you didn't show. Maybe they didn't properly serve you, first of all. But for whatever reason, they won. Okay. I'm doubting that you won them. Maybe it was a default judgment. But in any case, you can dispute old judgments because it has to be accurate, 100% accurate on the reports. So if they're missing stuff like addresses, if they don't have full socials, if they don't have, and this is the thing, the inaccuracies of the courthouse, the inaccuracies of Pacer going to a third party like Pacer, not going directly to the courthouse, you are able to dispute this negative stuff and these inaccuracies because how are they able to do that, right? So we have discussed this whole Pacer nonsense and dismissed bankruptcies, and that it wouldn't be 100% accurate because they're not going to give away someone's full social. Okay, so it depends on what your judgment is. Well, you need to know that, but you can dispute that, and that can come off. The issue is then the vacate of the judgment, right? The dismissal of the judgment. That's a different, separate thing. That's a legal issue, right? So I can't give any legal advice, obviously. But you can talk to the lawyer, you talk to the court, talk about them vacating it. Talk to them potentially about I wasn't properly served or they never provided the proper validation. for the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act. Those are options for you. And if you need more support, you can email me, okay? Email me. Happy New Year. Love what you're doing. Just finished freezing last place. Sage Stream. How long do I wait till I start disputing? That's a great question. Okay. So the idea here is that you sent the freezes. You're able to get this hard inquiry stuff squared away, get your negative items off. But Brandon, when do I start the dispute process? We usually say 14 days, 2 weeks. Give them 2 weeks to respond. 2 weeks from when you send the freeze, basically. Usually you're freezed up, froze them out, and you can send out your disputes. All right. Now, let's see. Whoa, Carlos, that's nuts. We're back to when Carlos's credit went up 140 points. He did it in the first round, got 3 collections off, totaling $2,000. That's great. That's phenomenal. Got a 700 credit score, a $2,000 swing for him and his family, right? So that's $2,000 he can put into something else. Vacation, business, investments, whatever it is. Get you a little cushion, get you a little groceries, rent money. I mean, whatever it is, mortgage. Huge, massive. Sent in one round, one letter. The value, the power that you have at your disposal, your fingertips in 2019 for a new credit score, a new you, a new opportunity. Literally, I just got back from the post office sending off my 3 letters to the credit bureaus. I'm excited to see the results in a few weeks. Nice. Very good job, Mr. Hunt. Appreciate you. How do you get them trade lines? Okay. So trade lines, a line of credit, a line of credit. Let's just talk about a line of credit. How do you get a line of credit? Okay. Because that's what people talk about. They say trade lines. And in the vernacular, the word, right, gets people excited, gets people pumped up. But a trade line and a line of credit are basically the same thing. Okay. So this line of credit can either be in your name, your primary line of credit, your primary trade line, which would be, credit card, loan for your car, mortgage, business funding loans and credit cards in your business name. Those lines of credit, those trade lines can be in your name. And when you're using them, you're building your credit. Or if you're using them for your business, you're building your business credit. Now, how do you get authorized user trade line? How do you get a trade line that boosts your score aside from getting primary trade lines? So if you're getting primary trade lines, like we've talked about, you can get, of course, you get a secure card. That's fine, right? Not everybody's ready for the Jeweler Club cards and the New Coast Directs, the ones that give you 5K. Ox Publishing is another primary trade line. Hutton Chase is another one. These lines of credit that will be bigger than a secure card, bigger than a starter credit card for $500 or $1,000. You can get 2, 3, 5. Affirm is one of them that it allows you to shop online and get to certain things that you need. And Affirm doesn't, from what we understand, what we looked at, no hard inquiry with Affirm. So these are primary lines of credit, primary trade lines. And they start looking good because the credit bureaus love revolving credit. They love they want to get people trapped up with this revolving debt, right? That's what they want. Okay. But we're smart. We utilize the credit in the way that we need to now, right? We've learned now, and we get what we need out of it. Now, the authorized user trade lines, what a lot of people say, hey, I need to buy trade lines. I'm trade line. Give me some trade lines. These authorized user lines of credit. This is where basically somebody is allowing you to lease this good credit. Now, you don't have to go that route, right? You don't have to go out and purchase and get the 5K and 10K and all that stuff. There's also friends and family members. I know, I've seen it. Parents have put children on as AU trade for their AUs, authorized users. And now the kids have lines of credit, trade lines, and it boosts their score. Same for you, Joseph. If you have friends, family members, can do that for you. There's also ways to do it. We have an avenue for you as well. So if you're interested and you feel like you're ready, then hit me up, email me. The idea here is the AU trade line will boost you so you can get whatever it is you need for that period of time. Business funding, the mortgage, the car loan, the whatever it is, like a credit card in your name, travel back, credit cards, cashback credit cards, whatever it is. Yeah. All right. Robert Dragos. I like that. Brandon, thank you. Got the 750 score now within 30 days. Wow. That's fantastic. That is amazing. Congratulations. Good work. You can be like this. You potentially can have similar results. All right. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. I'm telling you, now is the time. People are doing it. Credit repair starts when? It starts now. If you're watching the replay, you can put in there, credit repair starts now in the comments below. Let me know what your goals are for 2019 in the comments below, or if you're watching on the live stream, let me know what your goals are for 2019, because we can work on those, what your resolutions are, what you want for your credit. Mr. Finance Guru. Hey, I see Mr. Finance. So just got AU on a JCPenney's, and I'm guessing you got this from family member. I'm not sure where you got this. Okay. 15K with 10 years of age. All right. A couple of months ago. They haven't reported to the report yet. Okay. So this is interesting because we basically will use bigger banks. We don't have the store cards. Okay. We have connections with certain banks, right? The B of A's, the Cities, the Chases, that kind of stuff, okay? So with them, I'm not sure about their reporting. We work closely with these ones that we know to report properly, okay? If they're not reporting, you can call them, you can ask them. You can see why they're not reporting. Family member, so you got this from a family member. See what is going on. Give that card, because here's the thing. You have very similar opportunities when you have that card. Very similar responsibilities as well, okay? So you can call them and be like, hey, it's not reporting, what's going on, okay? But there are certain ones, and I can email you, that will report, because sometimes these banks be playing around and they get uptight. But we kind of know. We kind of done our research. I've worked with some of the best in the business as far as AE is concerned. All right. This is a good question. Should child support accounts be listed on credit reports? Okay. Whether they should or shouldn't, they currently are. Now, I'm going to say either way, but you got to think about it. Okay. It's not a consumer debt. It's not even educational debt. It's challenging for me to get behind that being on the report, right? I honestly don't think that it should be there, right? But whether it should or shouldn't, it is there, okay? And it's part of the process of disputing. Now, if you're making the payments or it's paid off, it's all good. Go for it, the support, okay? Potentially dispute that. If you're in the rears, you want to be cautious, okay? Because you could rile them up, okay? But other than that, everything else is a go, okay? Get these negative items off, get these student loans off, get these bankruptcies off, people getting bankruptcies off, getting these charge-offs, collections. This is fantastic, okay? I'm definitely contacting your group to help me out. All right. What up, Barack? Barack is back. Awesome, Brandon. Thanks I appreciate that. Barack is still prevalent in our society these days. It's amazing what this man is able to do. So, hey, maybe one day. Chapo, I had 4 inquiries, but 3 of them came off in March. Wow. 4 inquiries, 3 of them removed. Congratulations. I'm telling you, inquiries, charge-offs, collections, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. First round got $2,400 collection off. Congratulations. Excellent. Rod, is it better to pay small collection? The only thing on your report. Don't pay these collectors, Rod. All right, that's up to you. Okay, there's pay for deletion options. You can dispute it prior to paying. You could, if you have paid or you're going to pay, you can dispute it after that as well. And usually a lot of times they don't want to verify because it's already been paid. It depends if you're trying to get something tomorrow or the next day or Monday or Tuesday or something, you need to pay this so it's paid and closed and so you can get your mortgage or house or business funding or something like that. If you've gone through the process, if you haven't gone through the process yet and dispute, hey, I don't know if this collection is yours. I mean, Melly M, yeah, says first round got $2,400 collection off the report. So it's up to you. I give you the education. If we're doing it for you, we're sending the dispute letters and we're going to fight these collections. Yeah. But it's up to you. Rich, I just picked up package. I appreciate the help you're providing for me and everyone else. You're welcome. Very welcome. Larry, does the new FICO score go by your checking account? Okay. Short answer to that is no with the option. Okay. So no with an option. So the option is that people can kind of opt into it when it comes out, right? The Ultra FICO opt into it and give them more information, which I don't know if you want to do, be giving these bureaus more information, but you can opt into it and the ability to, hey, let's say you've got some money in your checking account and it looks like you're paying your bills and you're doing good. It could potentially boost your score. Okay. But it doesn't go by that automatically. Lenders have to be using it. People have to be using it, that kind of stuff. Okay. Wow. BT Muskov. Muskov got a $12,000 deletion of a collection off in the first round. Got $12,000 collection off first round. Massive. This is huge. That is a huge swing. $12,000. Start a business, down payment on a house, potentially buy a car. I mean, massive. Stephanie. Hey, Brandon, subscribe tribe. Disputed some stuff, score fluctuations during the investigation process. Sometimes the investigation process, your score go up. Sometimes the investigation process go down. Some things get removed from the algorithm while they're just their investigations. Some things don't. It's such a funny, fickle bag idea. Stay to the process. People get negative items off. They get the boosts. They stick with it. They get in these collections, disputing these collections. They're coming off, boosting the score. Wow. Harold, killing it. Had 9 inquiries all off after first round. So 9 hard inquiries all off after the first round. I love it. I love seeing the success from the subscribe tribe here, from the individuals who are getting their credit squared away, getting these packages, 609creditrepair.com, getting that beyond committed package, getting squared away. 2019 is our year. We can do this work for you at the awesomelifegroup.com. We can send out these disputes. I've seen it. I've seen people come back. I hear people emailing me and saying, hey, thanks. I got an awesome email. An individual was able to get, and they sent the picture of them with their new SUV and all this good stuff. Okay. And we have a little board in the offices that shows, all the successes. They weren't sure. They were like, oh man, we're not really sure. We're hoping to go through this process. We went through a few rounds. Finally, everything came off. They were able to get their SUV. They're new. They sent in this awesome email. It's phenomenal. People are getting the help. You can be one of them. All right. Let's see here. Jera's online. All right. Great. Tommy boy. And here's the thing. If you have no credit, Tommy, you can get yourself either some secure stuff or AUs. Okay. If you've got AUs, and I've talked and I learned about this stuff, the AU stuff, and talked to some of the best. If you get AU trade lines and they're good and they got good history, you could potentially be up in the 700s, potentially up in the 700s with a good AU. Getting your own self-lender, your own secured card, all right? Let's see here. Hutton Chase applied for 2 lines of credit, came up. The only TransUnion, 2 lines, 3K. Okay, 2 lines gives you 3K. 3K in primary for Hutton Chase. Okay. And then there's, of course, New Coast Direct will give you 5K and My Jewelers Club Club will give you 5K. So 5, 10, 13K, plus potentially Ox Publishing. 13, 14, 15K, right? So if you have 0 credit, those are options for you to build quickly. Boom, 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 right? Carlos, your program is the best way to get started in the new year. Julie Green, Awesome Life Group will make it possible for me to purchase my first home this year. Thank you. Awesome. Business credit 2019. Total restoration in 2019. Credit repair starts now. Love it. A lot of people want to buy homes in 2019. This is what's great about the home buying process, especially if it's the first time home buyer. Okay. You got that FHA. You have the opportunity to go out there and get a very, very awesome rate. Okay. And this is what's wonderful. A lot of places statistically, and I've worked with a lot of individuals in a lot of different business backgrounds. And for what I've seen from the real estate industry, and the statistics say that the best time to purchase a home, and I'm telling you, this was 5 years ago. The market is usually on the incline. It's kind of like, pardon me, I believe I'm going to have to sneeze. Excuse me. Pardon me. People always need homes. Property, boom, 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 up, 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 right? So the statistics are that you're probably going to purchase a home. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, that kind of stuff. I'm a financial advisor. But statistically, that's a great way to build equity in your home, grow, right? Excellent. Brian, to qualify for VA loan and close on my first home by August. And thank you for your service, Brian. Appreciate you. All right. Got a few more questions. Got 2 collections removed from 2 bureaus, but experience playing games. What do I do? All right. So again, with the dispute process, you can show that the other 2 removed it. Okay. Their own private company. So they may or may not want to adhere, right? But you show them that they weren't able to verify either. If these other 2 bureaus weren't able to verify, but all of a sudden experience says, oh, we were able to verify, really interesting. Well, you send your collection validation letter. You're like, I didn't get anything back. I got some statements maybe, right? And then you show them the other bureaus with your next round of disputes. And then they still want to play games. You can file a complaint with the CFPB. And you show them all your paper trail, what's going on. A lot of it's online. You can just upload your documents, say, this is what we sent, and this is what they were playing games with, and here's the deletions from the other companies, and now they want to pretend like they're verifying when they're really not. You know what? I'm trying to remember. I think maybe last live stream I told you there was an individual who went into the small claims court with one of the bureaus, and the bureau started calling him. The bureau started calling him and trying to take care of this. All right. So it is possible. It's just sometimes they don't want to just make it so super easy for everyone. They want to play games. And you're like, why? Because people with real good credit, right, get really low rates. People with real bad credit can't get credit at all. People right in the middle is where they're just lucrative and just trying to make trying to get those terrible rates, right? So that's why we're different. That's why you're a cut above. That's why you're the VIPs. That's why you're the subscribe tribe. That's why you are doing what you're doing here today, and you're able to grow and accomplish what you need to do in 2019, okay? Sometimes when you dispute, the score goes up during the investigation process. It's not a linear process. Things kind of, it's like very few things. You go to a gym, you work out, you get sore, the stock market kind of goes up like this, right? You kind of go like this. Most things are like that. Most life is like that, right? That's how we grow. Up, 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 up. Yep. All right. Great. Barack. Good, good. Make sure I get all this chat. Cool. Just ordered the program. Congratulations. Ox Publishing is a $2,500 line of credit. Excellent. All right. Wow. Okay. This is great. Wakanda forever. Hey, I've seen Wakanda forever. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Got my trade lines. Excellent. How long should I wait until I apply to get a house if I need to get a truck first? Should I apply for the mortgage first? Stay positive, I guess. Okay, good question. So mortgage companies prefer, they like, I'm not saying this always and this is it and you can't get a home if you get a truck, okay? Now, if you get the truck, don't be going to no dealership. Jerome, don't be going to no dealership. See, Jerome, inching over to the dealership. Don't be going to no dealership and getting the finance because they're going to run your credit 15 million times, right? You're going to have 10, 15, 20 hard inquiries. You don't want that. What you want is one inquiry, one time with potentially one bureau. And Jera's a good example of that. She's on the live stream. Thank you for being here, Jera. And she got her car, one inquiry, I believe on Experian, one time with one credit bureau with one credit union. That's it. So when I see people come in and they got 15, 30 hard inquiries on 3 bureaus, it's nuts. That will make the mortgage process very difficult for you because they don't want to see a bunch of hard inquiries within 2 years. Usually they really don't like to see any, but 1, 2, it's not going to be a big deal. I would say a good rule of thumb under 3 or 4 is you're probably okay. But you'd have to explain. You're like, well, I'm getting a car. I got one. Okay. Now, should I apply for the mortgage first? It's up to you and your needs and what you've got going on. You could potentially apply for a mortgage first. You could talk to, and there's the thing. A lot of times, I don't let people just look at my credit and run my credit. I get an estimate. I get information from individuals who are in the mortgage process. Okay. So let's say maybe you're getting a mortgage with your credit union or bank or mortgage broker, whomever. You bring in your own reports with your own FICO and you say, look, I know you got to pull my own credit, but take a look at what I got going on. Okay. From this, do you think I would qualify for roughly what would my terms be? Okay. And then if you said, well, what if I had one new fresh inquiry from getting a truck? And they say, oh, well, that doesn't matter. That's cool. Whatever. Or they're like, well, you're going to want to do this first. Okay. So that's the thing that you could potentially look into. Make sure that you're only getting one hard inquiry if you're getting the thing. And getting the truck. Okay. And it's up to you. More than likely, if your credit is good and it's strong, truck, home, you're going to be okay. But don't be getting no 15 million hard inquiries. Okay. Roberts, thank you very much for the super chat. Some coffee money, Brandon. God bless. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much for the support. And this is what's great. We're supporting each other. I want to make sure that we're good, that you're good for 2019. Yes. Get some coffee. Get pumped up. Get fired up. These bureaus don't know who they're playing with. All right. They're playing with the subscribe tribe. They're playing with our lives and our money and our time and our lives and our family. Get tight, Jerome, get tight. I ain't having this. We ain't having this in 2019. It's time is now. Like Robert had all this good success in 2018. You're going to have great success in 2019. Sign up now. Get your credit squared away now. Get the packages now. 609creditpair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. I'm telling you what, I don't need no coffee because these bureaus get me fired up. This credit repair gets me fired up. All right. Now, Jera's got a question for me. She's asking about ARS. All right. Let's see. What about ARS, Jera? What did you say about ARS? ARS. Smaller bureau, ARS. All right. Who is ARS? Who are these guys? All right. A lot of times they are utilized in smaller banking situations. I know US Bank, for one, uses them. Okay. They can be frozen, but ARS, it has to be, and it's called Accounts Resolution Services. It has to be sent in the mail. Okay. and they don't really have a site, and they're pretty quiet, and they're trying to be quiet about this and all that stuff. We have a letter for it. We have an ARS freeze letter. It's all good. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Another super chat. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lee FX. Q Success Lee FX. Thank you for the super chat. Your videos have been so helpful. 2019 will be much better. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate you. This subscribe tribe is phenomenal. Okay. From what we have built together, this team, from the team over here that helps on the do-it-yourself side to the team at the Awesome Life Group doing it for individuals, this positive attitude changes the game. I have business partners that help me stay positive as well, because I see these bureaus taking advantage of people. I see dealerships all the time taking advantage of people. I see people not knowing, not educated, calling me, saying these people did me wrong. And it's hard sometimes. I get emails where people are going through it, you know, and I got to stay positive. We have to stay positive because we get to the other side. I've seen people right here talking about getting $12,000 off their reports, getting negative items off, getting their cars, getting their homes, getting their stuff. But they try and trap us up. They try and not educate us. So I appreciate you supporting it because it helps me keep doing what I'm doing. We've built something very strong here together, a foundation that is going to help individuals year after year after year. Because every year you have good credit is another year that you can provide for your family, your children, you're building generational wealth. So I thank you for being here on a weekend, on a Saturday, when you're chilling, you could be having fun, you hanging out. This is the hardcore, the VIPs are here, only the cream of the crop. The cream rises to the crop. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I get it in order because, okay. Oh. Michael, okay. How do I know if it's a repossession of my credit report? Okay. A lot of times it'll say charge off, collection, whatever. Okay. It may not actually say repossession. Sometimes it will say repossession, but not always. Because some people are like, I don't know if it's classified as a repo or not. It says it was repossessed. Now they're saying that I owe money and this and that. Okay. You know if it was repossessed or it was a voluntary repo, right? You know that. It's the same thing with, but if it's on there negatively, you can dispute it. And we have special repo letter, okay? So it's all good. You're a credit angel. You give us hope. Thank you. Can you help remove evictions? Yes, evictions. So here's the thing about evictions. It's a very specific situation. They have to go through the process to get the right eviction. Otherwise, it's you left earlier, it's a broken lease, something different, right? They have to go through the process of an eviction. CoreLogic, LexisNexis tends to hold evictions, public records like that. We have a video. It's a young woman who got her stuff off of LexisNexis and CoreLogic within one round, which is great, about 30 days. She got this negative eviction off there. Then she went and disputed with the bureaus and was able to get it off there. So LexisNexis and CoreLogic are where you want to start. And yes, you can utilize the 609 dispute letters. You absolutely can. They are under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. LexisNexis and CoreLogic are under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. CoreLogic, LexisNexis. And look, if you need help with any of this, I'm putting my email in here, okay? You got it. You can get a hold of me, all right? You can get a hold of me. John Holiday, asking about ARS. Good, I'm glad I got that, okay. Options Omega, I appreciate you. 6 months option. Man, a put. So you think it's going like that, huh? All right. All right. I appreciate it, Omega. I appreciate you. I'm gonna look into it. That's a super chat right there. Fun fact. I did not know that. Wakanda has a Navy Federal. Oh, yeah. Navy Federal is great. They could get you some good rates, brother, and thank you for your service. Fun fact. It's funny. Sorry, again. Okay. Yeah, Frank, that's me. Got 20 hard inquiries for a car loan. And see, This is why, this is what, I'm trying to stay calmer, trying not like get all crazy. But this is what bothers me. The people in the, I'm not Frank, it's not your fault, but the people at the bureau, they're sitting in the chair like me, right? They're telling you, hey, you know what? The dealership, let's get you in this car. We get your monthly rate, so and so, such and such. You know, it's $300 a month, $200 a month, whatever. You know, we got you. Let's see if we can do financing for you. Nowhere do they tell you, and they know they're about to run your credit a bunch. Nowhere do they say, hey, by the way, we're going to run your credit a significant amount. It could be 20 times. And the idea here is we're hoping to at least say something, right? At least say something. Hey, we're hoping that we'll get you the financing that you need. Something. Let us know. Wait, hold on. You're going to run 20 times? Yeah, your credit score might dip. Now, the real reason they're doing this is because they're trying to bring your credit score down so they can get a term, they get interest rates that are favorable to the dealership so they can make money off of it. Okay? It's crazy what they try and do. Even if you have your own financing, they'll try and get you trapped up. I remember when we went into the dealership, it was wild. They were saying all sorts of stuff. Well, you take the car now, and we can take a look at your credit if you want to take the car off the lot today. Silliness. So Frank, hard inquiry removal letters, we have them. We have them in the Beyond Committed package. You can take care of this, and I can. Well, you know what? Walking you through the process is not a problem. Through the email, you know, email me. I can get you some information. I can send you. Now, it's great. We have videos out here, right? We have the information, but sometimes people need a little bit more customization, that kind of stuff. So you can email me. You can get the letters in the packages, 609creditrepair.com, the Beyond Committed package. The Beyond Committed package has the videos to walk you through the process, to help you customize. And if you need more customization, you can come to us at theawesomelifegroup.com. I'm telling you, we have people in on Saturday working, getting in there, getting people's credit squared away. All right? I'm working with you on Saturday. I'm answering email. We do not rest. Jera's on the live stream. We work it. Because this changes lives. I was talking to Jera the other day. I'm like, you know what? This is amazing. Just like it is. Just like you're changing thousands of people's lives. Well, every individual, and this is what's interesting, is by, let's say, Frank or Robert or Q Success, Lee FX, and Finance Guru, and all these individuals here, and Brian, and all these, and Mr. Kane, all these people, you're learning. And you become a beacon. And the people around you and your families change. And that ripple affects thousands, tens of thousands, millions. I'm telling you, it changes lives. We all grow. It's synergetic. I appreciate you. And what about Innovis, the fourth credit bureau, Innovis, the fourth big one, right? What about them? Okay, well, I didn't worry about them in my initial dispute process. I didn't worry about them, one, because I didn't know much about them way back in the day when I was doing stuff, right? But you could get your own report. Get your own report with them. Take a look at them. See what's on there, okay? Now, am I real concerned about them? No, we've froze them. We freeze them out. We make it harder if they want to try and go and take a look and see if, you know, the other bureaus are like, oh, what's over here? Can you help us? Credit report, order your Innovis report. I'm looking at it, and I'm gonna hit you guys up with the link so you can look at Innovis. We don't talk about them too much. It's a nice, quiet bureau. They're just trying to be quiet, slide on by. They're trying to slide on by, make their money off of us, off of our information. But hey, look, they've got a customer assistance phone number. You can order it online. You can request this online. I'm on the site right now. You can actually walk in. You can walk in Pennsylvania, walk in, get your report. That's crazy. Mail, you get it through the mail. Okay. So the online report, asking for name and your address, and you know, you submit the request, and then they mail you off a report. Okay. And then you can see what's on there. Now, if you have any erroneous, negative, nasty stuff on there, which could be surprising. People have looked at their check systems. People have looked at their LexisNexis. People look at their Innovis. And they're like, oh, this wasn't on my big bureaus. Let me go ahead and dispute this. Now, what would Innovis be used for? Not only would the bigger bureaus potentially look at them, but credit line increases are sometimes utilized with Innovis. Rather than pulling from the big three, they'll look at Innovis and they'll say, okay, yeah, you're fine. If you've already established credit somewhere, they might look at Innovis. It's wild to think, but they won't tell you. They just do punch their little keys and do their little things on their end, and they might not even know. They might not even know their company is looking at any of this. So take a look, get the report, get it for free. It's quiet. The quiet secrets, right? Secrets only here for this tribe. Get it tight, Jerome. We got secrets, all right? And if you got more questions, go ahead. Put them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, if you watched this far, thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps me keep doing what I'm doing, okay? Wow. Mr. Hunt, you are absolutely right about the credit inquiries at car dealerships. I sold cars for years. It's criminal. That's why I want to get my credit straight, I guess, and have the financing before I walk into the lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't say it better myself, because I didn't sell cars, right? So you sold cars. And I think it is. I think there needs to be some reform there. That would be one of the things that I would want to reform straight out of the gate. I don't think people should be able to, you're preying on people's emotions, on their inexperience, their lack of knowledge, education, to harm them and their families on something that sometimes is not a luxury, but a necessity. Some people need a good vehicle to take care of their families, to get to work, for whatever. So these individuals are beholden to these dealerships because they don't know any better. But people need to be educated. They need to go out, they get to the credit unions. I think credit unions need to do a better job of getting out in their community. But hey, that is business aside. Y'all are here for credit repair knowledge, okay? And you're right. Be careful with these dealerships. If you're watching now and you're thinking about getting a car, watch out for the dealerships. Look into your local credit union. The credit union wants to help. They sat us down, gave us all sorts of education on things, even prior to going in there. It had nothing to do with credit. They gave us an education about what the dealer will try and do. Unbelievable. It's amazing. Vic, absolutely. Okay. Good to hear you, Vic. I'm glad you're here. All right. Super chat. Thank you. Josue. Equifax has my wrong address. I'm thinking, sorry, there's some abbreviations I just had to read. Equifax has my wrong address, and they want me to mail verification. They say it will take 30 to 60 days to update. Is this right? Okay, so Equifax has your wrong address. Okay, and Equifax wants to play games. Now, the reason they say 30 to 60 days is because they don't want to say, oh, well, we'll do it in 30 days, and then it doesn't happen, and then you're like mad or whatever, okay? This is your address, okay? If you have your current address, okay, you've got your current ID, you've got your current utility bill, you got your current stuff, the dispute process potentially can still get underway, okay? It just depends on your specific scenario, all right? So Josue will look into it, okay? It started with us, which is great. We'll look into it, we'll double check. But Experian, right? Experian, TransUnion, not playing this game. So the dispute process can not only begin with them, it potentially can begin with Equifax if they're not playing games, right? All you have to do is send the disputes. Now, the address, its own thing. When I did my own reports, my own disputes, all this stuff, I didn't know about all this awesome stuff. Updating the addresses, the innovices, all this Sage Stream, the freezers, all this stuff. I sent my disputes. I still got results. It's still finding the violations in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The other stuff that we do helps. It can help. It can support. It can speed. It could potentially speed up the process. It could potentially make things a bit swifter and smoother, okay? But the process is still available to you. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them get in your head. They'll try and, affect the score, or they'll say, oh, we don't have your address, or we couldn't verify your ID and your social. We couldn't see it. Was it illegible? We've gotten suspicious stuff sent to you. I mean, all sorts of things, all sorts of smoke screens, delay tactics, stall tactics, everything, okay? You can get this done. They will try to play games, but we have learned, we know to stay on the process, okay? 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. We can help you out. You got my email. You got the support. You hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell for notifications for the next time I go live, the next weekend we have together. This is a fantastic tribe, a subscribe tribe, amazing fam. I appreciate you, okay? Oops. Let's see. Sorry, let's see. Would they still run your credit if you have a check? Oh, okay. So you're talking about the dealership. How do you put your name on the title without them running your credit? Great. That's a good question. Will they still run your credit if you have a check? No. So from what we saw, you go to the credit union, or if you have your own check, right? You have the check, you give it to them, boom. They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to without your authorization, without your social. They don't have to take your social. Hell, we got a test drive without them checking a driver's license. Okay. You can put your name on the title when it's paid off. Okay. So the financing is done through your credit union. So your credit union is taking a look and running your credit. Okay. One time with one bureau. All right. Now, if you have cash and you pay in cash, then they give you the title there and you put it, you know what I mean? So it's possible. It's possible. Okay. Chris Hurd, collections gone in 13 days. Excellent. Which FICO score is used for mortgages? It's an excellent question because you have 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, ultra, okay? 2, I believe, is used for mortgages. FICO 2, nothing has been updated. FICO 2, mortgage. Yes. Pretty sure. Double checking. 2, experience. Okay, great. 2, 5. Okay, potentially 2 or 5. I think it was 2 though. It was the one I was utilized. Could be 5. I'll double check. Anyone has a? Sorry, I missed that. Brandon, is there a way to remove late payments? Is there a way to remove late payments? Yes. Okay, so aside from using our dispute letters with 609 Credit Repair and sending out a 609 letter and saying unverified late payment, you also get late payment dispute letters. Okay, get that beyond committed package. Get that beyond committed package. You get this late payment dispute. Now I'm bringing it up and I'm read this to you so you understand. Check my notes. Mortgage. Get back to this. I'm saying FICO 2. FICO 5, the beacon. FICO 5 is usually used for mortgages. I went a little too far back. I knew it was old. Good question. I haven't answered that question in a while. But the FICO 5 typically is what's used. Okay, so on Equifax, it's 5. They call it Beacon 5. Experian uses FICO 2. So I was right. All right. FICO 2. Experian uses FICO 2. And then TransUnion is FICO 4. All right. So this is why I got confused, because you have 3 bureaus, 3 scores. All right. So it's wild. So Equifax 5, Experian 2, TransUnion 4. All right. But look, if you got good scores across the board, chances are the older scoring models are going to be solid as well. It's going to be solid as well. All right. Late payment dispute letter. Got it here. It's specific. Hey, right here, it says several inaccurate late payments on my report. Boom, 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 boom. You put them all there. It's very specific. You can send that in on top of your 609 dispute letters. You can do this for yourself, guys. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. We've got some great, awesome support here. Got people talking to one another. I appreciate you. We are going to enjoy this 2019 together. This is going to be fantastic. This is our year. This is our year. All right. Now, we're going to do another great live stream next weekend. All right. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. If you watched the replay this far, I appreciate you. Thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your weekend. All right. Have a great time. Enjoy. I know we just finished up the holiday season, so sometimes you could be a little stressed. You've had all this stuff. Relax this weekend, but get at your boy, all right? Credit repair starts when? It starts now, all right? 609creditrepair.com. We got you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the subscribe tribe. So much love to you guys. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for being positive. Thank you for helping. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.